The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to McStabber Studios for Dust We Are Intermissions. Tonight, you're going to see a series of extended small group scenes that tell a little bit of the events going on between seasons. So please enjoy. And for this scene, I am, of course, the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
Good evening, everyone. I am Sir Glunicus, and tonight I will be portraying Simon Cartier, Toreador.
And with the information that your sister survived in New Orleans in a form and has become one of the shadow dancers, you went and had a talk with Jules. And as the sun is rising before you and it is time for you to sleep the sleep of the dead, you hear Jules' voice repeating something she had told you.
Next time, keep a secret like that secret. You can never trust one of our kinds with secrets that can destroy you.
And as you fade to sleep, your vision shifts. And for this scene, I am not only storyteller, I am playing Etienne, servant to Colette.
And I am Sir Glunicus, and I am playing who is now known, at this time, as Simon Carter, Toreador.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Colette Laurent, who in modern nights is known as Jacqueline Durand of Clan Ventrue.
I am Meroward, and I am playing Evangeline, who in modern nights is known as Eleanor Thurston, Clan Malkavian.
You have come to the place where you work, where you're being tutored in very old, traditional forms of burlesque. The man who meets you at the door, Etienne, dressed in his suit, impeccable as always. Mr. Carter?
Monsieur Etienne, pleasure to see you tonight.
It is always a pleasure, sir. Let me bring you to the mistress. She is meeting with somebody, but she has informed me that you can be brought to her. Please, come with me.
Merci, of course, yes.
And he takes you back through the whole club. It's not open yet, but he leads you to the back area where it's not an office. She's got a private meeting area where it's more comfortable, more relaxed.
Almost like a lounge, like a private lounge.
Private lounge. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the dancers use it after performing, but tonight she is there with another woman, one you've seen at court and around the city, but have never spoken with. Ma'am, Mr. Carter is here to see you.
Oh, very good, very good. Evangeline, I'd like to introduce you to my protege. Mr. Carter, do come in.
I'll be outside the door if you need me, ma'am.
Of course. Thank you, Etienne.
Thank you, Etienne.
Mr. Carter, make yourself comfortable. This is my friend Evangeline.
Hello.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you, Miss
Mhm.
Evangeline. I've
seen you around.
Yes. It's always a pleasure to meet a friend of Mademoiselle Laurent. Thank you for seeing me tonight. And Simon will actually do a little bit of a courtier bow towards Evangeline.
You're so sweet.
Well, manners maketh man, yes?
Indeed.
Yes.
And he'll pull out a chair and take a seat. Again, thank you. Thank you for seeing me tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you want me to go, Colette? Or
No. I think I would like your advisement. You see, I negotiated a fairly good deal to take Simon here under wing. However, I'm a bit curious about the one who brokered said deal,
Oh.
Morgaine.
Oh. You got a good deal out of Morgaine.
Oh, quite.
I mean, you're
Sorry,
really good at getting good deals.
Sorry, Simon, dear. She truly did want to get rid of you.
Yes, it's still, sorry, it's still difficult to talk about at times. Having left my home and come down here to New Orleans, which to be honest feels more like a home. But in the past few months, obviously things have changed greatly. A new unlife, I guess it's called. And the one who brought me here, she doesn't, yeah. I'm sorry. I tend to ramble.
Oh, she hurt you really badly.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say hurt. I mean, she's a very
do
good
stop
artist.
sugarcoating it.
Okay, yes. She said she wanted me to dance for her. But I don't entirely believe that. And the things I saw at her club. I know I'm new to this, but that I don't have words for what I saw. Mademoiselle Laurent, I'm happy here. And I'm grateful for you taking me in.
I'm not turning you out. I am not turning you out. Do not worry about that. I'm just curious about why she would wish to get rid of you.
And as you say those words, Evangeline, you feel it wash over you. It hits you. And as your eyes unfocus, you see a rose garden. Every rose perfectly tended, all of them neatly in a line, with one rose larger than the others. Sharper thorns, blood-tipped thorns. But hiding in its shadow is a trumpet-shaped flower, light violet in color. And as you watch, as it sets in the shadow of this rose, almost like it's using it to shield itself, the wind gust blows and exposes the rose, or the flower, the datura. And when the wind blows and exposes it, the big rose falls, as do all the roses around it. And then the vision shifts again, and you see the rose garden before you, all of them neatly in a row. with the same large rose with the datura under it. And this time, rather than hide in the shelter of it, the datura, with its vines, begins to creep away until it breaks free of the shadow. And once it breaks free of the shadow, the rose does not fall, the datura does not fail. And they survive. Now for Simon and Colette, you see Evangeline's eyes go hazy, indistinct, like she's looking into nothingness.
You've probably never seen this before. This is what
No.
oracles can do.
Oracle. Oh, she's one who can see things.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I was worried. Okay. That
And
makes
then her
sense.
vision comes back and you see her eyes come back into focus.
Was it intense?
Miss Evangeline?
Simon, I know what you are. I sidle a little closer. You are the devil's trumpet, and I boop your nose.
Oh.
And then I turn to Colette. Datura, in the shade of the roses, the largest rose with the bloody thorns.
Wait.
It grows up over it
Oh.
and wipes out the garden.
Uh-huh.
I know that flower. That's my favorite flower.
Fascinating that you would favor a poisonous invasive plant.
Oh, I didn't
They are
know.
pretty.
It's very pretty.
That's why I liked it. I didn't know it was poisonous.
Oh, yes. Quite.
Oh. Oh.
It's a nightshade, dear.
Oh.
Yes. But it is still beautiful. Nothing says you can't appreciate its beauty. But
Okay.
you said the largest rose with the blood-covered thorns.
Yes. There were many, many roses in the garden, and the largest one had the bloody thorns, and the datura was in its shadow and grew up over it and took over the garden, toppled everything. But there was another version of the garden where the flower, the datura flower, moves away. It escapes the shadow, and the roses are untouched, and the datura is gone.
Oh, she thinks she's a cunning little thing. Oh, that's hilarious.
She really did hurt you.
Wait, she has a rose garden with a bad flower in it?
Simon, dear, she's your
Yes?
sire, yes? She probably told you not to tell anyone, yes? That's okay. You
Yes.
don't have to say yes
Yeah.
to was she's your sire. Yes. She did it without permission. You are the datura in her garden.
I'm the poisonous nightshade in her rose garden?
Yes. Because if anyone outside of this room, because you can trust Evangeline will tell no one other than me, and I will tell
Okay.
no one
Okay.
for you,
Yes.
because I have invested in you. Oh, yes, if you were to be known of in this city, it would make her fall from her high place so
It
swiftly.
would destroy her.
And everything she's built.
She doesn't want that.
No, she doesn't,
No.
because she cares about her reputation more than she cares about anything.
Yes. That is true.
So, what I am going to do is I am going to teach you how to be the best damn toreador anyone has ever seen. And then I'm going to send you off somewhere where you can shine without her shadow looming over you.
Somewhere away from here?
Yes. You will need to get away from here to not be under threat of her. Because you will always be under threat of her as long as you are in this city.
I can still feel her at times. Like,
Yes.
I was scared to tell you, I feel pulled
Yes,
to her. Yes.
you do. It's a part of the embrace. It will wear off in time. And distance helps.
Oh. You don't think she would, if she's that scared of me?
I don't
you
think she would summon you to her side, no.
No.
She wanted me to train you.
Yes.
Away from her.
I think she's hoping you'll leave.
She's
or
hoping
die.
you'll leave.
That's par for the course.
Or die. Yes, as
Yes.
Evangeline so succinctly put. Yes. I do not like to waste my time investing in people that are just going to up and die.
And I don't plan on dying anytime
Good.
soon. Yes.
We agree.
Yes.
Excellent. So you're going to focus on protecting this secret.
Of course. Yes.
And you're going to develop things that will read very fucking Toreador. The first thing is you need to start paying close attention to beautiful things, so much so that you seem to lose time. I've noticed you don't do that.
No. She never mentioned that.
That is something all Toreador do. Whatever you find beautiful, stare at it.
And Simon will just look over and stare at Evangeline. Like this?
He likes redheads.
Yes, like that. And then eventually practice much more intense. Very
Yes.
hard
Like
stare.
obsessed.
Oh.
Unblinking.
Yeah.
But a little blinking if there are kine around, because they will notice if you don't blink for too long.
Right. And you're young enough, you still blink out of habit.
I do. Yes. Okay. So intense.
Intense.
Tone it down. Tone it down. Just a little.
We have a ways to go.
We do. Oh, I've always been a quick learner, so it might take a day or two.
But do understand, it is very important that what you are, because you are the bastard child of a Toreador.
Mm.
You have been more than unclaimed. That is typically low clans that do the unclaiming, where they just embrace and ditch. You have been created and then pushed off on another high clan to mold and shape. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
You have been disowned.
Yes. Yes.
You will never be able to get Toreador officially. But we can make it so no one would ever doubt.
I understand.
Because let me let you in on a little secret, dear. She leans forward and says, literally anyone could be a Toreador.
Even me?
I almost was. I just happened to walk out of the party with the man that had money.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. We could have a little Toreador party at that point.
I know, right? But yes, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know how to be Toreador. I was around a number of them. I was in Paris.
I remember.
So,
and I mean, to be fair, what I've already learned of new styles of dance and fashion, it only makes sense.
But But you will learn here more than just performing burlesque.
Yes.
You will learn poise. You will learn duplicity and manipulation, and she looks to Evangeline. She is of the clan of the moon, the Malkavians. There are no master manipulators that can surpass them.
I can show you a thing or two.
I dare say you probably could, Miss Evangeline.
You will learn all the skills you need to survive and be Toreador. But remember, tell
Yes.
no one that you are not.
Tell no one.
No one.
Because that could probably be my final night.
That would be your destruction. Because Toreador bank on their reputation.
That's all we have.
Exactly.
Okay. Shine
It will
on.
hurt less eventually.
And if no one knows, you are what you are. You're Toreador.
This is true. Yeah.
Eventually, you'll believe the lie so much that no one will know you're lying.
I mean, I'm not.
Those are the best
right?
lies.
Exactly. Those are the best lies.
Yeah. I'm a rose among roses.
Mm-hmm.
What else could I be?
And never,
Yes.
ever, ever let the Tremere get your blood.
Okay.
Do not
I'm
fornicate with any. Do not allow them to treat you as a test subject. Do not let them offer you boons for it. Nothing. Never let them get your blood. Because they can tell by your blood what you are, who your sire is, everything about you.
And they can do things with it.
And they can absolutely do things with it. So avoid the
Well,
blood sorcerers.
that just sounds like a bad night entirely.
Exactly.
Okay. Avoid Tremere.
You can socialize
Yeah.
with them. They are also high clan, supposedly. But do not ever get close enough to let them get your blood.
Keep them at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Social relationships for image.
Right.
Okay. Yes. That makes sense entirely. All right. Yes.
Evangeline, do you have anything to share with him?
Storyteller,
Yes.
I am going to lean close to Simon and I'm going to look very hard at him. And I would like to see if I can get another premonition for him.
Hmm. She looked hard at him. You see him. You see the datura move. It leaves far, far away to a place on the shores of a lake, rather big lake. You can feel the power coming off this lake. You can feel what lives in it. But you see him setting up and growing there, tangled in the vines that already grow. And as it grows further and further, you notice that his vines never fully grow where the roses grow. And because of it, it gets bigger and bigger. Until his tendrils wrap far enough that the rose gardens have no way to pull against him, have no way to cut into where he is. And then your vision returns.
Miss
I
Evangeline.
think you'll be all right. you'll go somewhere, and you'll put down roots, and the roses will not escape you. But you'll be secure. Watch out for the lake, though.
The lake?
Yes.
Wait, the
No, not
Gulf?
that lake.
No.
The lake
Oh.
where you'll go.
Oh, oh.
There's something in it. Something big.
Oh.
But you'll
Okay.
be all right. We'll help you. We'll teach you.
Indeed.
I
We
believe
will
so.
start your official tutelage tomorrow evening. For tonight, I want you to practice staring at things you find beautiful. Just get some practice.
I can certainly do that.
You can
All right.
practice on me if you like.
He'll give a little wink to Evangeline.
But do excuse us for just a moment.
In a moment she says that, Etienne steps in the door as if summoned. Mr. Carter, will you come with me briefly?
Yes, of course. Mademoiselle Laurent?
Of course. Thank you, Simon.
Yes. Mademoiselle Evangeline? Cher? A pleasure.
I will
And-
return with him when you are
Enchanté.
ready, mistress.
Thank you.
And Etienne nods and smiles at Evangeline and escorts Simon out of the room.
Bye, Etienne.
And just as the door is closing, you hear Colette say to Evangeline, I do plan to send him away as soon as we can, but we must make sure he is ready.
Oh, yes. Well, we can't send away not knowing anything.
Exactly.
He has to be prepared
Yes.
so he can put down the roots.
And
Be
I think
safe.
I know exactly where he's going to go with your description.
Is it north?
Chicago.
Hmm.
It is a
Yeah.
big city on a large lake.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been there before?
Only briefly. More passing through. It was when I was traveling with my sire.
I don't know anything about it, except that there's a lake. And apparently there's something very old and big in it.
Rumors abound about the place.
Hmm. Will it
Yeah.
be a good place for him to go?
Well, you've seen it. Perhaps he will
Yes.
thrive.
It may be the right place, but good is different.
Good is completely relative, darling.
This is
What is good for the spider is hardly good for the fly.
true. Oh no. Or other spiders.
And as Simon has to practice staring at things to learn what it means to be Toreador. With the rising of the sun, Simon awakes once more in Chicago as Simon Cartier, with a memory of shortly before he had left. In terms of vampire time, it was only an instant of training. But the memory stuck to you. Never tell anyone. I would like to thank Sir. I would like to thank my lovely wife for returning once more as Colette/Jackie, and of course, Mirward for returning as Evangeline/Eleanor. And we will see everyone in the next intermission. And for this scene, I am not only the storyteller, I'm going to be playing Nick the Nosferatu.
And I am Psychshire playing Margot McAllister, the Tremere.
And one of these nights, as you were coming out of the coterie hangout, the group haven there, you step into the garage part of the house to get to go out through the door, waiting on an Uber to show, well, not Uber, but a taxi. You're in Chicago in 94. There's no Uber, but a taxi to show up. As you're waiting on your taxi, you want to go for a walk? Yeah, you heard me. I'm here. When you look behind you, there's a guy standing there. He's got a T-shirt on, just a white T-shirt, a pair of blue jeans, a hideous face, though. But the voice you recognize, you've heard that voice before a long time ago.
Excuse me?
What? Go for a walk. How's your little dog?
Say something else, like a longer sentence.
Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country.
Duster's doing good.
You better. I know I haven't been giving him my blood anymore. I think, pretty sure you took that over for me.
Yes, I know you.
Well, now that we've established that, let me give you, I know your name. You call me Nick. Just Nick.
Yeah. Hi, Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Um,
Tricky Nicky, Nick the Dick, Nick the Prick. I mean, I got a lot of nicknames.
so I have a lot of questions.
Well, like I said, want to go for a walk?
Yeah. Because
Let's just
I've
go
heard
for a
your
walk.
name, I've heard your voice, but
Nothing against you. I don't want to speak right in front of this house.
oh, I don't blame you.
I know who lives there, and I don't like being filmed on camera talking.
Filmed.
And you don't
Who's
know that
filming you?
place got cameras all outside too? Come on.
All right, let's walk.
And as he starts to walk, you see him look towards the house, and he, at the house, just flips the bird up. That was for the cameras. It's okay.
I like that. Okay. She does the same thing.
Sorry it took me so long to get up here to Chicago. I kind of kept getting sidetracked. It takes me a bit to go place to place. I've always got, every time I go to a city, it's like, hey, Nick. And it's like, man, I got other things to do. I can't just be going out and partying with y'all. But, I got to go partying. And then after we get done to partying, I got to do some favors, pay back some favors. It always is a chore to go place to place. It takes me forever to get anywhere.
And the whole time he's talking, she's literally staring at his face because, he's not. So she's just like almost just entranced by how he looks.
He's almost bat-like with his ears and his head.
And she just kind of, okay, can I ask you a question now? Is this a good time?
Sure.
This is going to seem weird, like one of those, adoption things, but why am I not one of you, but I'm one of the Tremere?
Okay, here, see, the plan was you were going to be like me. You see, that was the
Right.
goal. There's something in you I saw, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be funny to make her like us? Because if you look at Rocky, you haven't met Rocky yet. Don't worry, you'll meet Rocky. You're like the perfect foil to Rocky.
What do you mean foil?
Like, okay, you're the other side of the coin from him. Especially when you got older and started doing the rescue stuff. Rocky's my pilot.
Okay.
Flies. He loves helicopters. That's the main thing he flies. And then you got into the rescue stuff. And, it's kind of you always look for skill sets and you look for things that work well and synergizes together, you see. So having somebody trained in rescue, riding in the helicopter, you can see where there's an advantage to that, a usefulness to it.
I missed that.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it is unfortunate, I kind of ran into some problems and had to get my ass out of the problem. And as much as I hate to say it, I had to trade you to get me out of the problem.
Wait a minute. So I was a traded deal?
No, you're a trade to save me my own life. The alternative was, well, you wouldn't be speaking to me now because your sire probably would have my skin mounted on her wall by now.
Mm.
You know, you get caught breaking into one fucking chantry, and then suddenly, oh no, you're the biggest dick in the world because you're breaking in.
Oh, that's what you did.
You know, they should know better than try to keep secrets from a Nos. So, yeah, I kind of, I peeked around. I might have borrowed a few books.
Do you still have them?
No, they called me when I was going to put them back.
Oh, I was going to say give one to me.
I wasn't going to keep them. I needed to look up some stuff. And, you know, if you're looking for certain things, you go to the Tremere. But Tremere aren't known to be nice and share shit. So I just went in to borrow it. And I was returning it when they caught me. But, you know, I had to trade my unlife for... she was looking for a potential child, and I knew you would make a good child, so, you know, I hate that, but it is what it is. I had to, I couldn't have embraced you if I was dead.
Well, you saved my dog. And that's all I have, or had. Maybe have. Fuck, I don't even know now.
You see, you got to fix that. I mean, look, life is old and long and boring if you don't have others. And yeah, your dog is good, cute little boy still, but it's the Nos kind of thing. It's one of the things us Nos are good about is, you know, how we stick together. We watch out each other's back. Me, Rocky, we watch each other, keep an eye on each other.
But don't you have a purpose? What is your purpose? Like, do you have like a, yeah.
Have fun, party, go town to town, do some favors, earn some favors, get into trouble, piss off whoever's in charge. That's always fun. Go with Rocky and buzz a couple buildings in the helicopter, like real close, like that pisses people off. It's a lot of fun though. A purpose, survival, and have fun. Enjoy myself.
Like you've, again, this sounds like that adoption thing, but you knew me before I was like, I call it full grown adult, but you know, you knew me at home, where my home was.
Yep. That's part of why.
You know, I mean, you snuck up on me all the damn time telling me to do stuff. You saw how I felt. You saw when I left and went to become someone that rescued people. I didn't freaking even say goodbye. I was gone. And I took Buster and I had a family. I had a family. I had a job. I had a purpose. I had a goal. I was saving people. And I mean,
do you know what I saw?
I'm not dead, but everything's ripped away except Buster. Now what's my purpose? I'm dead.
I mean, I'm dead too. I've been dead a lot longer than you'd believe.
I know, but I guess I finally fit somewhere. When I was rescuing people, we all believed in rescuing people. Buster was included. I had a house. I was staying with people. They, instead of saying, you're just going to fuck something up, they said, here's your job. You did a good job with this. This is your task. We're happy. You did a great job. It's not a, oh, you're just going to fuck up again. So,
Look, you're right. I watched you when you were little.
it's that all
saw-
over again.
I saw a girl that wasn't happy. I saw someone who was trapped in the shadow of a sister. Family that ignored her.
Or said, I just fucked up.
I mean, we all fuck up. Oh man, I can tell you, I got caught breaking back into the chantry. Now, if I'd kept that fucking book I stole,
You'd have given
both
it
of
to
them.
me.
right, but if I'd kept the books, they wouldn't have caught me. We all fuck up. Don't worry about the fuck ups. Never focus on fuck ups. Fuck ups
But
aren't
then-
important. Fuck ups are how we learn. I've learned now next time I steal shit from a Tremere and he leans close, because I'm going to steal shit from him. I'm not going to return it.
Tell me. 'Cause,
What?
But
Oh, don't worry. Nikolai assumes I'm going to steal shit.
I mean,
I'm just not
Well-
going to return it. When you make a mistake, you learn. The best thing to learn, well, a lot of times it's, how did I get caught? How do I not get caught next time? That's a good lesson to learn. But I know you got kind of fucked. Tremere aren't the most family-oriented. Unless you're into abusive families that brainwash their people, and then you'd be fine. But look, they're not the most family-oriented. You should take a lesson from the Nos on this one. You know, everyone sees the Nos stick together, and we generally do. But do you know what the most important group is to a Nos? Our brood. The ones we're with all the time.
what
Now-
happens if your brood doesn't like you or wants you there or think you're valuable? Then what do you do?
Well, then you show them how you're valuable. You show them where they're wrong. It's
How?
by working with them all the time, by helping them out when they need it to, it's like, okay, me and Rocky. Rocky don't speak much. He's not a talker. When we go out together, it's assumed I'm the talker. Okay? Because I like to talk. Especially you get me around some sweet cheeks. And I met Sweet Cheeks already. Your boy Lucas, that's Sweet Cheeks. I met him at the Fight Club. That's fucking Sweet Cheeks right there.
That's Claus.
No, he's Sweet Cheeks. You haven't checked out his ass in those jeans? That's Sweet Cheeks, let me tell you. But
I've never done stuff like that.
now, now when we get in the helicopter, I don't speak as much. That's Rocky's. I trust Rocky to do what he's got to do. When we're not in the helicopter, he trusts me to do what I got to do. What you've got to learn to do is to trust your coterie to handle the situations that they're good with. And then when it's a situation you're good with, you've got to teach them to trust you. Trust is not like given away automatically. You got to earn that shit. You've got to show them they can trust you to handle it, to deal with the things you're good with for your area of expertise. Look,
How
it's
do
not
you
the
fix
best that you're
stuff when
stuck.
it's-
It's not the best you got stuck in Tremere, and I admit that. You kind of got a bum rap. And if I'd had anybody else offer, I probably would have. Or if I thought I could have lied to the little bitch and given her somebody that didn't exist and then got you away before she got hold of you, that would have been even better. But I couldn't do that. Fucker, she was doing some shit to check if I was lying. Fuck, that sucked. But besides that point, you've got skills. You're a Tremere. You've got abilities nobody else has. You've got ways that make you valuable. You just got to show them what you can do and get them to rely on it.
What do you do when you fucked up so bad? I mean, I've got a freaking maid chick trying to kill me and everybody else. It's like I got a magic
so
bowl.
let's
that's
focus on
like-
that. Why is the maid chick trying to kill you and everybody else? I mean, I want to hear it.
What?
Don't worry. I'm not going to judge. No judgment here. This is trying to help you out. I feel I owe you
Okay.
since I fucking fawned you off on the Tremere, and I really shouldn't have. I feel I owe you. So let me help you out with this. What happened with the mage?
Okay. And just to be clear, I would love to be I mean, I don't have a problem being a Tremere if I weren't so weak in stuff. I can't do the stuff I want to do. But back to the whole mage thing, it's okay. Honestly, I think sometimes my coterie members think that I'm like need socializing help with. Yeah, okay, so we know I do. I'm not gonna lie about it. So one of them decided to take me out to dinner. A guy took me out to dinner.
It wasn't Sweet Cheeks, was it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Even,
I was
I
going
don't
to get
even-
jealous. I was about to get jealous for a second there.
I don't think he really actually likes me a whole lot, but it's I think he's valuable. But anyway, I don't dislike anybody in my coterie. I just don't really necessarily think they like me much, but that's okay. But anyways, we go out to dinner, right? And I guess he was trying to explain, like, because the lady walked up and called me the devil. And I'm like, what the I don't look like a devil. But anyway, she was spazzing out. And then he did this little mind tricky dominating thing. And she was all nice and goo-goo with him. And I'm like, oh, can I do that too? Because apparently I can. So I did a little. He did it first. He did it better. I did a tiny bit, just a little. And mine wore off. Next thing I know, this chick starts showing up at places we're at, starts calling me the devil. Now, this wacko, like, is changing, like making herself look like me permanently. And then she's going around like she was following me and my friends, trying to get me killed, and looked identical to me, getting other people to believe that shit.
But I didn't hear anything you really did wrong. I mean, look. Okay, use your shit. You weren't as good at it.
I got blamed. I mean, I did the little wiggy wiggy mindy thing on her, but it was like
Yeah,
nothing
but
like his wiggy wiggy mind. His wiggy
It
wiggy
sounds
was
like
bigger.
he started the shit, and
But
you
she-
just got caught in the crossfire.
Well, she thinks I'm the devil.
Okay, well, you know what? If I had $1 for every time, hell, I'm walking around looking like this. I tell you what, we run across some woman walking her dog, she gonna scream, I'm the devil too. You're gonna get used to being called the devil. You got a lot of time, hopefully,
I don't
on this
think
world
so.
that you'll be called a devil a lot. Trust me. Sometimes you got to lean into it. Get
So
some
that-
horns. Give them to the horns.
Don't tempt me, because that's a thought.
But it doesn't sound like you did anything wrong in this instance. You just got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, but it's Margot's fault because she looks like Margot. Margot did it.
Well,
I wanted
Hey.
to go to China. I wanted to go to Chinatown to explore my friendships and, to get books and stuff. I ended up walking out with some person trying to make a deal with me. I got a damn bowl. I told everybody they're freaking
Wait.
out.
you went to Chinatown in this city? Who told you to go to Chinatown?
I was just looking for occult books, and I looked up and found
Yeah,
it.
but you wouldn't have just... Somebody mentioned Chinatown first. Who the fuck told you about Chinatown?
I don't remember.
Well, when you remember, let me know, because they need an ass whooping. You shouldn't go to Chinatown in this city. I don't go to Chinatown in this city. And I
And
like
then
solving problems, okay? I love causing trouble for people, especially people who tell me I shouldn't do something. I like to fuck with them when they say don't do it. I go do it anyway. I'm not the best role model. Don't act like me. But you shouldn't go to Chinatown. It's not a nice place. Some fucked up shit goes on there. The fucky wucky is off the chart, you might say.
I know. I got a bowl that's sitting at the chantry.
That's a good place for it. Leave it there. Matter of fact, if you get a chance, take that bowl and slide it into Nikolai's room, because if there's anything bad on it, hopefully it takes that little fucker with it. I can't stand Nikolai. Me and Nikolai, first of all, he's an insult to the name Nick. That's the first thing, you know. Yeah. Second of all, he's a pretentious little shit. Third of all, I just don't fucking like him. So, you know, if you can slide anything, you get a cursed bowl, slide it towards Nikolai. Okay, just give him some of that shit. That would help everyone out.
I got a question. I'm trying to think of how to pose this question. What kind of creatures can talk to you in your head?
I mean, our kind do it all the time. Who else can
Not
talk
like
to you in your
that.
head? Some
Who
people said some
can
ghosts could. That was kind of weird.
can move you from one location to the other, like a stop time and move you,
I
and
mean, do they
nobody
stop time or you
remembers?
just don't remember?
I don't remember, and I don't think somebody else does either.
I say that's different from stopping time. I mean, I've met more than one. Shit, I've met some.
And she's feeling the necklace under her shirt.
I've met some of the Tremere that can fuck around with your head a bit to where you don't remember large chunks of time. You just go and do some shit. I've seen some Ventru do that shit a number of times actually to their ghouls. The best at it were always Malkavians. They're pretty sneaky with that shit. That's not time stop. That's just hey, go do this, and when you're done, don't fucking remember.
But what about if it has to do with like amulet thing?
Look, there's a lot of really, really, really fucking old vampires out there in the world. Yeah, I said fucking vampires. What? I just like to. I've been told so many times when I say vampires, they're like, oh no, it's kindred. Fuck you, it's vampires. Call it what you are. You're vampires. Now look, there's some old ones. I've seen some do some fucked up shit. I've seen them fuck with your mind. I've seen you talk to them. I've heard rumors of some really crazy shit. Like I heard a rumor. Now this is crazy. You're not gonna believe this shit. I heard somebody ate one of our kind. You know, the forbidden slurp they call it. A little bit of Diablo on the side, and when they did it, they ate the person, but the person took their body. So they diablerized, and apparently the one they diablerized stole their body and got a new body in the fucking process. Some weird shit. So when you start talking old shit does some shit we can't do. And I've learned when it comes to the old shit just to walk away and go fuck around somewhere else and cause problems. Not with them, because I don't want scrambled brains, you know.
What if, say, they had conversations with instructions or something?
I mean, if you're smart, you listen to the instructions, because anyone powerful enough to do that kind of shit, it's kind of like, okay, I don't want to be on your bad side. You know?
Got it.
You do what they say until you find an opportunity. See, you know why they call me Tricky Nicky, right?
No.
Because you always look for that opportunity, that chance. Eventually, and it always happens, there's a chance to get out from under whoever it is. When they're not looking, when they're not paying attention, or sometimes you can make sure they don't pay attention. And you can just kind of slip out from under them, and just by the time they realize you're gone, fucking adios, bitches, I'm out. And you get away from them.
How?
Bide your time. See, here's the thing, that I've learned this. If you're constantly pushing against somebody that's got the chains on you, well, they'll just tighten your grip to those chains. But if you act like you got me, you win. I'm going to be meek. I'm going to be a little meek doggy, roll over for you. Eventually, they'll let that grip loose on that chain just enough for you to run and take off out of their reach. Play the smart game. Nobody can be vigilant all the time. Eventually, they'll let their guard down and you can just slip away. Now, how do you know they've let their guard down? That's the hard part. It's always the hard part. I can't help you with that one because, I mean, I don't know exactly what you're dealing with, but look, I've been under some pretty badass motherfuckers from time to time. Some of them, you know, meaner than others, but you bide your time and eventually, you know, they leave the door open, they put the chain down for a minute, and then you take off and run.
Just out of curiosity, would there be a benefit to not to consider them a friend or an advantage? Or is that dangerous
I
as
mean,
hell?
depends on how you want to look at this. If they find you useful, they'll try to make sure you're protected because, you know, if you've got a useful tool, you don't want someone else breaking your shit. But at the same time, if you got a useful tool, most of the time, you don't mind if you break your shit. You just don't want someone else doing it. So it's kind of a fine line to walk. A friend, look, I like you. I'm not sure you'd want to consider me a friend. I've got my own motivations. Do you know the one thing the Nos taught me, and it's an important lesson, the only ones you can really trust are your brood. They've got your back.
But see, here's how I see it. Let's say that we aren't considered friends. I would rather you come out and say, this is what I'm using you for. A, B, C, D. Are you good? Then I'll say, okay, here's what I'm using you for. A, B, C, D. Are we good?
I see, here's the thing. The old ones won't do that shit. If you got an old one got his tongue in you, you know, once he sticks that tongue in that little bum hole, he ain't going to tell you what he's doing until he's licking it away, okay? Don't. Sorry for the euphemism. It's just the way I am. Don't mind me. I've been told I'm nasty Nick, too, in case you didn't know this. But they're not going to tell you. They think it gives up their power to let somebody know what they're doing. Or, I'll be honest, at certain levels, unless you're close to their power, they don't consider you worth telling. That's the problem. That's why I don't like the older ones. That's why I avoid them little fuckers. Old bastards, just crusty asses. Try to get away from them as much as I can. But see, there's where your brood comes in. Now, for you, I know you're Tremere. You sure as hell can't trust the fucking other Tremere. They're fucking shitheads. Don't ever trust them little bastards. But you've got to trust somebody, okay? I know Rocky's got my back. I know Cutter's got my back, even if he's a little fucking weirdo shit, always trying to get him some horn dogging in. I know he's got my back. You got to figure out who's got your back, who you can trust that when the chips come down, that they're going to take your back. They're going to help you out with it. They're going to make sure that you're protected. The ones that, you know, when shit goes wrong, instead of going, I don't have to outrun that. I don't have to outrun, you know, the bad guys. I just got to outrun you. You know, that there's people that'll throw you to the wolves and take and run away, let you sacrifice yourself so they get away. Those aren't your friends. You got to find the ones that you know that when the chips are down and shit's going wrong and, you know, the fire and brimstone's raining down and there's an 8-foot tall monster behind you about to eat your ass, that they're right there with you. And they're either, I mean, sometimes they got to hit you upside the head and drag you out of there because you don't want to leave. I've been caught with that more than once. Or they're the ones that are standing there right beside you, you know, helping you deal with it. You got to find the ones you can trust that way. And I can tell you, if you don't, it's going to be lonely, first of all. Forever's a long fucking time. And second of all, if you can't find those that will get your back, that are willing to stick up for you, willing to help you out, then eventually you're going to just get got. Especially in this fucking hellhole. this fucking hellhole of a place, this place swallows up those that are optimistic, those that are altruistic, those that are empathetic in this city. They get eaten alive by the city itself. But I know when I go to a city, me and Rocky, we watch out for each other. We got each other's back. I know when the shit goes down, Rocky will be there for me. I know he knows that when the shit goes down, I'm there for him. I'll pull him out of the fire, get myself burned in the process, and he'll do the same for me. And how we got that? By learning to trust each other. But when it's Rocky's turn, because he's good at flying, I don't try to get in the way of his flying. I let him do the flying. I get in the back seat, hit on the women, hit on the men, whatever, talk some shit back there. But when it's the flying time, Rocky does his thing. But when we get off the helicopter, Rocky's not a social creature like I am. So when we get off the helicopter, I handle that side. Rocky, steps back, pulls out of it a little, just lets them do their thing where he's still behind me ready. And I know he's got my back, and that's the important part. He's always got my back. So I don't have to watch out for who's going to stick a knife in me because he's right there. He'll take that knife for me, and I'll do the same for him. That's the important thing. And yeah, when you fuck up, sometimes you just got to say, hey, I fucked up. It's on me. I don't know why I fucked up, or maybe you do know why you fucked up, but the important part is to tell them, look, I fucked up, and I'm going to take ownership of that fuck up. And I'm going to try in the future.
Mage thing.
Well, their name may not be an easy fix. That's the problem is, you talking mages. I don't know a lot about mages. I just know they're fucking crazy. Sometimes the best way to deal with the mages is stick your fingers in your ears and act like they don't exist and hope they don't notice you, but you've already been noticed. So my suggestion to you on that one, and I'm gonna fucking hate myself for saying this, I already fucking feel dirtier than I already am, and I'm a dirty bastard.
Huh?
Gonna have to talk to Nikolai about that. And I can't believe I just said that. Fuck. But that little bastard.
I'm trying
If
so
you don't
hard
know how
to prove myself to him and everybody else. And
sometimes proving yourself is admitting you don't know. Sometimes just say, look, I don't know how to deal with this. You go to Nikolai and you tell him, hey, tell him the truth. Tell him you got caught in the crossfire. Just tell him somebody else was hurling powers and you just got caught in the crossfire. Now you've got a mage problem. You're not equipped to deal with it. Admit it. Admit the fault to him. Because it takes a big person to admit you're wrong, to admit you don't know. And just tell him, hey, Nikolai, I don't know how to deal with this. It's a mage problem. And, what do you suggest? Or who do you suggest I talk to fix the problem? And, it's Nikolai. I hate the little bastard. I really do. But Nikolai, he knows somebody that can help you with it. Because, of course he does. It's magic shit. He knows somebody. But you talk about you fucked up. Look, sometimes you just got to tell your broodmates, look, I fucked up. My bad. Didn't mean to. But I'm taking ownership of it, and I want to, correct that in the future. I don't want to repeat the mistake, but I fucked up and I need help right now. Or, look, I fucked up. It's my bad, and I want to have a chance to fix the problem. Just admitting that you fucked up sometimes is what it takes to help out. And look, nobody changes overnight. We don't fix ourselves instantly, but it's starting that road, that path where you're like, you admit your mistakes, you admit your fuck ups. Look, I admit I'm a giant fuck up. But, I got a lot of friends. And I did that because when I fuck up, I admit it. I listen to my friends once in a while. Rocky don't tell me much. Cutter runs his mouth a lot. Rocky don't talk that much. But when he does talk, I listen even more because he don't talk much. So when he speaks, it's like, oh shit, Rocky's speaking. And he leans, goes, but don't listen to him if he mentions that weekend in Madrid. What happened in Madrid stays in Madrid. Don't listen to that motherfucker. He's lying. There's only 3 dudes. It wasn't 6. Don't listen to him. It was just a little cocaine. We don't do cocaine. It doesn't affect us, but I can do a little cocaine if I want, just to work with the crowd a little. Don't worry about that. But it's hard to admit you fucked up. Look, I admitted it tonight to you I fucked up. I shouldn't have broke into the Tremere Chanty and returned the book. I should have left with their fucking book. Should have kept running. Had I done that, you'd be on my helicopter tonight with Rocky, getting into some shit. But I fucked up. You had to pay the price. So now I'm here to try to help you out because I owe you, and my fuck up hurt you. See? I'm admitting my mistake. Admitting where my fuck up impacted you. You got stuck as a fucking Tremere, and now you got to deal with Nikolai. But I had to get you out of Atlanta. I had to. I know some shit's coming to Atlanta that I'm not in a position to tell everybody.
My sire?
Yeah, some shit's coming down on Atlanta soon. You don't need to be in Atlanta when it happens.
Am I going to be an orphan?
I know where the wind blows. I got a lot of friends in a lot of places. Let me tell you, with what's coming down on Atlanta, a firestorm's going to sweep that city. How many are going to walk out of it in one piece?
Fuck.
Last thing you needed to be was there.
Now I'm stuck because here's a question. Is this something I need to tell Nikolai? Because he's going to ask, this shit's going to come out.
Tell him. What's he going to do? Tell him a Nosferatu told you some shit's coming down in Atlanta at some point. You know what he's going to do? He's going to listen to you, and he's going to say, goddamn Nos, and he's going to ignore that shit because they never listen to us until it's too fucking late, especially the goddamn Tremere.
Is there anything I can do to help my sire?
No.
To be useful, at least on that part somehow.
The shit that's going to come down, the best thing you can do is to not be there. Don't make her have to worry about you too. Look.
How long before something happens?
I don't know when. I don't get that kind of info, but it's coming. Got a lot of friends in a lot of places. I got a lot of Malkavians. They're fun to hang out with. You want to go partying with a Malkavian. You get some fucking good shit going down.
Let me tell you, I love the Malkavian that's in my brood. I know she doesn't think I do. She hates my guts too. But I really like her. She is really cool.
They get these visions. And a lot of them, you're like, man, what the fuck is that vision? That ain't fucking make sense. But once in a while, you get some clear ones.
Yeah, she's got good ones.
And when they get the real clear ones, the firestorm is going to hit Atlanta. It's going to burn. It's going to burn under the wrath of the Black Hand. It's going to happen. Whether it's now, whether it's 5 years, whether it's 10 years, don't know when. But all I know is you should not have been there. You needed to get out of there because I owe you. And in other ways, you need to survive.
I'm going to be, I guess, the last of my bloodline or something.
Look, this may be a shithole, and I said it swallows people up. But this is the jewel of the Camarilla. This city. They will not let the Black Hand roll over this city, ever. They will not let this city fall.
Here is the Black Hand coming here?
They always come here eventually. They try about every decade. They don't learn their lesson. They try every 10 years or so. They send a couple packs in here, and then they find out why the city has never fallen. It's not New York. It's not like New Orleans, where half the fucking people in New Orleans are just fucking mouth service Camarilla and the rest of fucking Sabat in the shadows. Camarilla in the streets, Sabat in the sheets. That's the kind of shit that you see in New Orleans all the fucking time. But let me tell you, they won't let that happen here. You want to be in a city, yeah, it'll swallow you up. But the last thing you ever have to worry about long-term in this city is the Black Hand. Sabat will not take Chicago. They won't let the Black Hand take Chicago. If it looked like they had a chance of taking Chicago, you'd have Xavier and fucking the whole lot of them, fucking Streck. You'd have everybody down here in an instant fucking whooping ass.
Do you think there's anybody from Chicago that's going to help Atlanta? Or is it just fucked?
Atlanta's fucked. It's sad to say it. It's the way it is. A storm is coming.
Should I reach out at all to my sire?
I tried to warn her when she was demanding my skin. She don't give a shit. She don't believe me. They don't ever believe the Norse. They don't believe the Malkavians. It's Malkavians. They're mad. They're crazy. Bullshit. Malkavians are some of the fucking clearest thinking people I've ever met. They may express it wrong. They may not show it in a way you understand, but they are the clearest thinking motherfuckers I've ever known.
Should I reach out to her? Should I try to contact her
Go
and
ahead.
say, I heard this?
Go ahead. Don't tell her it came from me, though. Because, like I said, she don't like me right now because I stole the book and got caught bringing it back. She even called me a stupid fucker for bringing the book back. Like, what, you'd rather I kept it? Little bitch. Goddamn.
You could have given it to me. I could have had an extra book nobody had.
Tell you what. You need to work on, you say you fucked up, work on building that trust back with your brood. While you doing that, while you are, just tell them you fucked up. Admit it. Even ask them, what can I do, going forward to better avoid those situations? While you're doing that, I'll see what I can get hold of for you. I'm not going to steal it from this chantry, okay? I've, like I said, I learned my lesson. But I'm Nick. I'm Tricky Nicky. I can get hold of some shit.
Something.
I can get hold of some shit.
Something to learn, something to use, something to make me valuable.
I can do that. Okay? But you already are valuable. You have blood sorcery. You have a knowledge they don't understand. They can't because they don't know it. So, yeah, you don't have I know they don't let you get the good shit right away. Hey, that's okay. It's an investment. That's what you tell people. Look, I may not be able to do it now, but it's an investment. You invest in me because later on the return's going to come back to you.
I trust you. I mean, you kept my dog alive, and that was all I had. And so, I mean,
you want to build up favors with people? Start learning some wards. Warding against ghosts, ward against the fucking werewolf shit, wards against other vampires even. You don't put them on your shit, you put them on the buildings. If people got a building they like to use to talk, secret shit, put a ward against ghosts in there. Don't let the ghosts go in there and hear what you're doing. Because ghosts talk. Don't listen to people. Ghosts fucking talk.
There's one that named Brandon or something that's hanging out with the Malk.
I see. Ghost talk. Fucking keep them out of there. You want to be useful to people. I know your kind has this thing where they make a fucking stone that they can use to listen to people.
I've heard about it, but I don't know anything about it.
Learn that kind of shit. You want to talk about useful? People just leaving those stones in random places. You can pick up some good shit for them.
I wish I could do that invisible thing. I could sneak around invisible. I mean, I kind of I can disappear in a little small area, but
the shit we do aren't that great. That's why I flipped off the cameras. They'd have seen me anyway. They see me, the cameras. I've tried to figure out a way to fool the cameras. It just don't work for me. I just can't fool cameras. So, since I can't fool cameras, I don't know any who can't. Well, sorry, no, none of the young ones. I've known some older ones that could do some shit that the cameras just saw some blurry shit. And let me tell you, the shadow dancers, you want to see some cameras get fucked up? You let a fucking Lasombra get near a camera? Oh man, the cameras get all fucked up. It's great.
I mean, I know somebody that's doing a lot of stuff with computers and is trying to teach me some computer stuff. I wonder if any of that would help with the camera thing.
Nah, that's good to delete it after the fact, but that's what I talk about. You lean into your strengths. If you got somebody good with computers, that's fucking great. Let them do the computer thing. Let them focus on the computer thing, because that helps you out. If you run into a problem and you need, some footage deleted, because there's not cameras everywhere, but where they are, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. The old saying, there's 47 Nos right here on the street corner with us right now.
That's what I heard.
Anyone who thinks
Bye.
they getting information that the Noss don't already know about, they lie into themselves.
Don't they think it's kind of weird that you talk to or have a half daughter that is a Tremere?
Look, not many know about that. I don't go into details with it too much, and I tell them the truth. That bitch in Atlanta was talking about skinning me. So, you know, I lost a good potential child, but what I gained instead was somebody inside the loop of the Tremere, you see?
True. I actually had a conversation about you with Nikolai in the very beginning because I was like, okay, I got to do stuff for him and I got to do stuff for you. And who the hell am I supposed to listen to? So we had a long conversation
Don't
about
worry.
that.
I know the limits of what you can do for me. I know what they put you through, what they force on you. Don't worry about my side of it. I will make sure that anything you're doing for me,
Because you know I will. You
Yeah.
saved my dog.
if it comes down to something that I think
will do
Nikolai
it.
wouldn't
Things
approve
for
of,
you.
don't worry, I'll lie to you. And then you
Okay.
won't have to worry about lying to him because you just tell him what I tell you. I'll lie to you for that.
Now,
Out of respect.
Atlanta's not a lie, right? The whole Atlanta thing ain't a lie, right?
Oh, it's not a lie.
Because I don't want to call my, I'm going to call
Atlanta's
my
gonna-
sire. I don't want her that to be me look like an
Atlanta's
idiot.
going to be swept under a firestorm of the Black Hand. I don't know when.
Nothing,
It's coming.
there's nothing anybody can do.
You ever seen a Malkavian's vision? A true vision. Not come to be.
No.
It comes to be one way or another.
And there's no way, will or fate or whatever to change that. It's just stuck.
It's going to happen. Most of the time, you don't get anything that concrete. You have to go to some very special Malkavians to see something that concrete.
There's nobody to save. Like, I can't save my sire from it.
I did what I could to save you.
And I'm grateful
you
for
here.
that.
Your sire, she'll do what she's got to do. If she falls, she falls. If she survives, it's in her best interest to not have to worry about protecting you at the same time. You're here. She knows she don't have to worry about defending you.
I would at least want to talk to her one last time. At least tell her thank you.
Yeah, you can do that. But you're talking about a purpose. You want a purpose, a reason for being. I mean, for some people, survival is a good reason. Not for everybody. One of the best reasons to be is for your brood. To be there for them to be there for you. It's that companionship thing. Look, eternity's a long fucking time. It's even worse when you're one like me, where you have to live on the underside of the city, you have to live in the sewers. Friends are the most important things you got. Those that got your back, those that protect you, those that, yeah, they'll point the finger at you, you fucking up. And you'd be like, yeah, my bad. Don't worry about it. I won't do it again. Then you come up with a new way to fuck up. But that's just a side note, you know.
That's me by nature.
I mean, that's the way it is. Nobody's perfect. But you do what you can to, to help out where they need it, to not help when they don't need it, to step back and let them do their thing. And, ultimately it's about watching each other's back. It's about knowing that when it comes back, when shit goes down, you're there for them. And when shit comes down on you, they're there for you. And sometimes that means, hitting you upside the head so they knock you out and dragging you out of there because you're not leaving. I mean,
I wish
getting a good bar fight and you start swinging, you don't want to leave. Sometimes you got to have Rocky hit you in the head and drag you out of there so that, you don't get into something stupid. Otherwise, you end up knee deep in Archons fucking people up, and they don't like that shit. So,
I just wish they trusted me that I wasn't some stupid fucking idiot, that I actually can help.
But that tells me you got to show them that you can help. Look at the things you're good with. You can't help with everything. Nobody can help with everything. But you have strengths. I don't know what all you can do, but you have strengths. There's things you can do nobody else can do.
I can throw stuff around the room.
You know, throwing stuff isn't as useful as stealing stuff is. You know, you can move stuff, right? What if you had a stone that you could listen in on, and then you could just float that stone where you want it to spy on people? Wouldn't even have to walk in the building to have a stone go up through the air vent, or have the stone go in through an open window and just sit right there and listen in on what's going on. Hell, you could have the stone go right outside the window on the ledge. Wouldn't even have to climb the building, wouldn't have to touch the building. You just stand there and move it. You can move shit, make it float around. Just put a stone right on the ledge, listen in on what's going on inside. Get some info. You see somebody who starts some shit, you got one of those stones, I guess it's time for that stone to get lodged up in the bumper of their car. You weren't near the car. Look, I didn't touch your car. I don't know how that stone got there. But the stone was there, and you know. Lots of little shit like that you could do.
Huh.
Remember, it's not always about throwing stuff. It's using, there's a certain amount of subtlety you can use. And,
I mean, that's subtle as a bull in a china shop, but
if somebody's running from you, you know, you can trip some people by moving just a few little objects that are on the ground level, just a little to the left or a little to the right. You can cause them to trip their feet up on everything. Hard to get away when they fall and bust their ass because you happen to move, I don't know, a skateboard, a rock, a trash can a couple feet to the left. They didn't make quite as far as they did, and they just tripped. Oh, I'd have a lot of fun with your power. I'd be pantsing motherfuckers. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm just saying. Some people would fucking, they'd just be freeballing and not know it until it's too late. Like I said, I'm not a role model.
I wonder if I'd get in trouble doing that.
Only if you get caught. But see, they might suspect. If a Nosferatu does it, they don't suspect I'd do it.
I know. Now I'm thinking about it.
See? But look, my best advice to you is just to admit you fucked up. Tell them. I mean, sometimes you got to do that. And yeah, the heart hurts. Hard on the pride. But sometimes you just got to look, I fucked up. I don't want to fuck up. What can I do not to fuck up? You know, or what can I do to repair the damage? Or, you know, how can I help? What is a good way for me to help you?
That I like better.
And if they don't have anything, cool. You know what that means? You're free to go do some other shit. We can go out and hang out one night. Try to convince Sweet Cheeks to go with you. Because
did you know he saved me from burning alive or dead?
I see, that's what I'm talking about with Nick. Me and Rocky. Nick and Rocky, man. That's what Rocky does. So that tells you right there. You know, you say they don't like you. He saved you from fucking burning. If he didn't like you, he could just let you burn.
Yeah, I was told to follow an instruction from Nikolai to go chasing after some dude, and he went into this area, and I knew if I went in that area I was going to die, and claws grabbed me and pulled me back. We still got on fire, but I'd have been toast.
But there you go.
Pulled me back from it.
See? That shows you right there. He cared. Protected you. That's what a brood does. Yeah, you may not be big enough. You may not be big enough to snatch him up. Why? Because look, it's just as simple as somebody's got to have your back, and you got to have somebody else's back, or you're doomed. The best reason to look out for each other is that's all you have. In this fucking city, nobody in this fucking city gives a shit about you, other than your coterie. Your coterie, your brood, they're going to be the only ones who give a shit about you, because everyone else in the city will lie, cheat, steal, and anything they can to fuck you over 7 ways from Sunday. And they'll do it with a smile on their face, saying they're your friend the whole fucking time.
And I'm going to lose my sire too, so.
I mean, look, it happens. At least you don't have to whoop her ass. I had to do that with mine. I had to beat him down a little bit. You know, it's a hard lesson.
I got a call. Hey, yo, I hear you're going to be dead. I just want to make sure this is our last phone call.
No,
So
just
what's up?
look,
I mean,
you don't have to put it like that. You could just call her up and say, watch your back. Heard, rumors, shit. Come in to watch your back. And even tell, look, if you don't want to do it for you, hey, do it for me. Watch your back.
if you don't think it's going to make a difference.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
At least you're safe here. At least the memory lives on, right? And you got me.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. So can I hang out with you a lot?
Hey, we can get into trouble together. Sorry, we can go have fun together.
Yeah, I'll do the trouble thing too. I'll do that too, as long as I don't get caught. How about we do some bad shit and you teach me how not to get caught?
I mean, I can work on that too. I mean, I'm not the best at the not getting caught part, but I normally don't get caught the first time. Why does it always get caught for the return trip?
So, okay, so you're getting me something that'll kind of help me be a little bit less weakish than I am.
mean, I'll tell you though, you don't mind if it falls off a truck, right?
I don't care.
Okay. By me saying that, I mean, you don't care if I steal it from somebody else, right?
I don't care.
Okay.
As long as they don't come back and kill me like this other mage with this bullshit, then I don't care.
No, they'll come after me. Just tell them I stole it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, and then if you can teach me how to get in trouble and not get in trouble.
I mean, we can start some shit. I'm just telling you though, make sure you bring Sweet Cheeks though, because look.
Do you want me to tell? I can't call him Sweet Cheeks.
No, I mean, you can. He'll know exactly where it came from. I already called him that a few times.
Can I tell him I've talked to you and that you and me gonna hang out and he's got to come hang out too to be my bodyguard and your bodyguard? I mean, is that what you're telling him?
Look, he looks like the kind of guy that when the shit goes down, he's going to be there. And
He will.
He'll either make sure to help out or he'll make sure you fucking just, snatch people up and get them out of there before the bad shit happens. See, you need somebody like that. Like I said, that's what the coteries for, is to once in a while go, hey, this is a bad idea. This is a real bad idea. And you go, shit, I didn't think of it as a bad idea. You're fucking right. Let's not do that.
We call him
you're there
coterie
you
dad.
think you were there to help me out. Well, I mean, that's what a cotery's for. To point out when you come up with a bad idea and you to go, fuck, that is a bad idea. Fuck, I didn't even think of it. And then they help you out with the bad idea. And you're like, okay, you're right. That's a bad idea. Give me a few days. I'll come up with a better bad idea.
Okay. But I'll tell him I talked to you. I'll say, look, this is my step person that is Buster's father.
Just tell him you spoke to Nick the Dick. You know who you're talking to.
Okay. I spoke to Nick the Dick, who's Buster's grandfather thing. Okay.
I'm a friend. Just say I'm a friend of Buster. I'm
Okay,
a connoisseur of cute doggies.
Okay.
Hell, we'll get you. We'll get Sweet Cheeks. We'll get Rocky. We'll go for a helicopter ride one night.
Yeah.
We'll get into all kinds of fun with the helicopter.
Yeah. Like what? Don't make Nick like him get my ass. I've already been shocked by him once.
We'll go buzz some
want
buildings. We'll hover outside somebody's house for a little while so that, the whoop, 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 wakes them all up, and then we'll leave. I mean, get into all the fucking shit that, I mean, they can't prove it was us in the helicopter that night. But we'll just go and have some fun.
Yeah, I want to do that. That's fun. I'll do that. That's it. Yeah. So if I need you, how do I contact you?
That's the tough part. Fuck.
There was these really cute, like cool, huge ass rats outside the house. I don't know.
Oh, those aren't mine. I don't know whose these are. Damn. Harry knows where. You probably don't know Harry. Fuck. Jules knows how to get in touch with me because, I mean, Jules ain't nobody in this fucking city. Jules don't know how to get in contact with. Elizabeth could probably find me. Oh, Callie wouldn't want to talk with that little.
I wish
fucker.
I could send an animal to go get you or pass a message, or I don't have that ability.
I mean, I don't really do the animal thing. That's not, I mean, I can, it's not my thing. When you're on the road and switch places as much as I do, the animals don't really work as well.
Buster would know you.
Tell you what, and he pulls out a card and it actually says Rocky's helicopter rides, and it says under it, the ride of your life. He hands you one of those, just call this number. That'll get hold of Rocky's people and they'll pass it to me.
So if I need you, I go ahead and do that. And if you need me, I guess you're just going to come.
Oh, I'll find you.
Walk out and say, hey,
I'll find you.
For a walk.
I mean, I won't find you in the chantry, but I'll make sure it's known.
Okay.
Remember what I said, and yeah, we'll go get into this. We'll have some fun. I'll teach you some shit. I'll teach you to look at the world like a Nos does. That'll piss Nikolai off. That'll be fun.
That would be hilarious.
Yep. And it's not like, if I teach you that, it's not like you can actually do anything about it, and he can't really stop you because, you're teaching you to look at the world like a Nos. That's not a killable offense. He can kiss your ass. You're learning shit.
True.
See?
I guess that make me half Nos and half Tremere. Or am I just all Tremere?
A true Ferratu? No, that don't work. A Nossier? We'll figure it out.
Thank you, though.
Hey, like I said, it took me a while to get here. There's a lot of partying, a lot of favors I had to do. Plus, I had to get some info. I was running up the coast, but I'm here for a while.
I'll try.
I'll make sure I get with you. We'll get you out, get you into some shit, teach you some things, introduce you to parts of the city you probably haven't met yet.
I heard there's some crazy lady running around in the underground. I'm never supposed to go there, and some wicked junk in a lake. And
I don't know about the lake shit. Hey, if we want, we can go buzz the boats on the lake with the helicopter too. That's always fun.
Okay.
Pisses off the sailors, but fuck them.
That's a thing. But I'll try. When you feel like you fucked up beyond repair, it's so hard to back it up.
Yeah, but
I'll try.
Are you alive? Are they alive? Well, sorry. Are you still undead? Are they undead? Have they met final death yet? Well, if they haven't met final death and you haven't met final death, you haven't fucked up so bad it can't be fixed. That's the way it is. We all fuck up. Some of us fuck up pretty big, I sneaking into a fucking chantry to return the fucking book of all things. Why was I returning the book?
Why were you returning it? You should have kept it. I'd have kept it.
I figure it would be best if I borrowed it to bring it back to them. They'd be less mad. Turns out they were madder that I returned the book than they were that I stole it.
Probably because you came in twice, so you kind of underwent their security system.
Yeah, that's probably part of it.
That pissed them off because it wasn't just once. You kind of shamed them for going through their security, and you did it twice.
Yeah, they caught me the second time. It just, But, I can't tell you hard enough. You got to have a brood at your back. You piss them off sometimes. Sometimes Rocky pisses me off. As long as he ain't pissed on me, we're good.
I think Buster pissed on Simon once on his shoes or something.
I saw Simon at the Fight Club. Don't worry about that. Piss on his shoes all you want. Don't piss on Damien's shoes, though. That motherfucker seems to be obsessed with his fucking Chuck Taylors. Fucking obsessed. But hey, I'm gonna let you get back to your chantry tonight. I just wanted to, now that I'm in the city, and wanted to check in, just see how you're doing, and let you know, my bad. I'm sorry I fucked up, and now you had to be a Tremere. That's on me.
If I could just shoot lightning, it wouldn't be bad to be a Tremere. It's just such a slow freaking start to do anything.
Yeah, lightning's not all it's made out to be. It's sure,
it hurt me.
It's cool at first. It's cool at first to be Emperor Palantine, but eventually you get shocked by your own shit, and it's like, goddamn.
Yeah, that wasn't fun the first time around. I'd rather not do it again.
Yeah, there's other fun things you can do.
And I can mention to my brood people that I saw you.
Yeah, let them know. It's no secret when Nick's in town. I'm not the most subtle of motherfuckers, I can tell you that.
I got it honestly then.
I'm as subtle as a brick to the head or a helicopter outside the front door.
And you can come say hey to Buster at some point.
Oh, I will.
We'd like to see you.
I'll swing by when I get a chance. I've got more people I've got to go see. I've got, to do the rounds. I got.
Thank you for coming and seeing me and telling me about Atlanta. I mean, I wish there's something I could do though, but
it's all right. It is what it is. Sometimes you got to accept the things you can't change and focus on the shit you can. Can't save Atlanta, but you can save yourself. And that's the important thing.
Good point. Well, thank you.
Yep. We'll be talking. Don't worry. I'll be around. And we'll get me, you, and Sweet Cheeks and Rocky, and we'll go for helicopter rides. Hell, we might even have more fun and rappel out of the helicopter one. Well, Rocky won't. He's got to fly it. But the rest of us could rappel out of the helicopter, get into some shit.
Just don't rappel in Chinatown, right?
I don't go to Chinatown at all. That's some creepy shit, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I noticed.
But we'll go out over the lake with the helicopter and fucking buzz a couple fishing boats at night. We'll get some balloons, fill them up with paint. We'll air bomb the fishermen's boats while they're out there with some paint. Have a good time.
We won't get in trouble with that.
Just a helicopter. Unmarked. No numbers. Who did it? Don't know. It wasn't me.
This sounds like fun.
It's even more fun when Rocky flips and starts playing Slayer out of the speaker under the helicopter. So 1 minute you hear the helicopter coming in and you're like, why is there a helicopter right above the boat? And then Slayer Run to the Hill starts playing like at max volume. That's where, scare the shit out of everybody on that boat.
Does
then you just leave.
Nos always have this much fun?
Nope, just me and Rocky. Most of them, want to stay in the sewers. Fuck the sewers. I don't want to be hanging out in the sewer all night. I want to get into some shit.
Me too.
So don't worry, we'll talk. You head on in. Go ahead, tell Nikolai I spoke with you. I don't give a shit. What's he going to do? He don't like me anyway. I don't like him. He can't really tell you not to speak to me. I mean, he could, but telling someone not to speak to a Nos is rather impossible because I can look like anybody.
Yeah, he already knew you're the package deal.
Yeah.
With me coming. He knew that was the deal. So
one of these days I'm going to whoop that little motherfucker's ass too.
I ain't there. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to whoop that motherfucker's ass. Just because. 9-year-old little bitch, I'm going to whoop his ass.
I ain't saying nothing.
And then he reaches out and steps close to you and gives you a hug. We'll be in touch. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You got to meet Rocky anyway. You'll see what I was talking about. He's fun, but he's the other side of the coin. You'll see. You'll understand when you meet him.
I want to see the underside. Does that mean he's bad or he's good? Not bad.
You don't talk much. But what he does say is important. And then when he gets in the helicopter, there's a different Rocky in a helicopter. You'll find out. You'll see. He's not the extrovert. He's the introvert with a twist.
Okay.
You'll see.
That'll be interesting. Okay. Thank you, though. And she turns, she waves one last time, and she walks.
And when you turn back, he's gone. Just poofed.
Hi, all the ones out here. Bye.
And this is where we're going to end this scene. Thank you, Margot.
Thank you.
We'll see people for the next intermission.
Yeah.
And for this scene, I am not only the storyteller tonight, I am also playing Sven.
And hey, everybody, I'm Antera, and tonight I'm playing Lucas Burke, playing Gangrel.
And you were given an address by Sven. It is a gym in the south side. Now, there's no name. He just said an address, street number, and a building number. And it's in one of the rougher parts of south side. But when you pull up, there's no name on the gym. It just says gym.
It's a small building, storefront, blacked out windows, which is odd because normally you can see into the gym because people like to stare and see what's going on. The lights are on, you can tell that. And as you pull up, Sven actually steps out of the building like he knew you were coming at that time. And he looks at you and he looks over at the buildings around and he points at your car and points at you and points at himself and then tells you to come on in.
Get out, park the car, get out, and
Yeah.
walk in.
Don't worry, man. I had to let the riffraff know not to steal your vehicle. Otherwise, you're
No.
going to come out here and be on blocks. They have all 4 rims. Hell, they take the doors. They'll steal the hood. They'll steal the gas cap. No reason, just steal the gas cap to steal it. So,
Because fuck me.
well, yeah. You know, that car's not normally here. So you're not from here. So
Right.
you're open, you know, for fun.
Yeah.
But don't worry. The people know me. They know I pointed. You've been marked. You're good. I know the
Perfect.
owner. This I got the keys to this place. He lets me come in whenever I want to train. I'm kind of in and out depending on where I go. So come on inside. Let me
Sure,
show you the
sure.
place. And he walks in and, you know, it's got speed bag. It's got a ring in the middle.
Mhm.
There's weights, not a crazy amount of weights, just some dumbbells, a barbell or 2. It looks like a little small, you know, low budget community gym. You know, I grew up places like this. I like this kind of a, you know, private kind of feel. You can just feel the weight of everything that's going on in this place.
Yeah, if you can get your workout and not be bothered, all the better.
I mean, you get that. And, good people here, a lot of heart to it, man. You know, people here care, and that's the important part. But
You saying the big chains don't care?
no, they don't. They care about this. And who cares a shit about money? Money's not that important, you know?
Exactly.
If you got enough to survive, you got enough. You don't need extra. What's the point with that?
That's how I look at it.
But hey, I know you wanting to learn some shit from me. I can teach you some shit. I know I know a little bit of everything, a lot about some things.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Yeah, I just you saw how I could fight. I mean, I'm a bull in a china shop. I'm used to getting punched and I'm used to punching. That's about it. That's the extent
mean,
of my training.
your size, strength, that's gives you an advantage. Look, what you are gives you an advantage too. But what
Right.
you are, as I pointed out, you don't take wounds like the normal people. You don't have, you know, muscle fatigue. You don't get, you know, your muscles wore out. Hell, if you tear your ACL, tear your hamstring, you heal that back pretty fucking quick.
Mhm.
Minutes, sometimes quicker if you really work on it. See, I
Mhm.
know some shit about your kind. It's why I refuse to fight y'all without an edge.
Well, that's
Because I've got
You're smart.
skill and a lot of skill, but an edge sometimes you don't take damage the same way I do. Even you know, if you can land a blow on me, I feel it.
Sure. I mean, you saw Damien and Tyrus fight.
Yeah. I can whoop Tyrus's ass. Not sure about Damien's.
He's fast.
He's fast, but there's also something else about him. He doesn't look like it. He looks like he's playing, but there's an intensity, an undercurrent to him that isn't like
Hmm.
Tyrus. Tyrus, I mean, he's a grizzled old dog. He fights like an old dog, which means you know exactly how he's going to fight.
That's what I need help with.
It's
A
all,
lot
you
of
know,
people are, unknowns. I don't. How do you size up someone and be like quickly? And
that's part of it. The first thing you're going to have to learn, though, is you got to train your body for fighting. It's not about strength. Strength is important. But look, Bruce Lee was not that strong.
Mhm.
He was flexible and fast. You know, and that was the secret for him. And it's a secret for everybody. Look at me, my size. Got to be fast, though. If it doesn't do no good if I'm just lumbering around the ring. Sure,
Right.
if I get my hands on you, you're fucked, but I have to catch you if I'm slow. But if you're fast, you know,
Hmm.
and yeah, I get an edge to that sometimes, help out a little bit. You know, the luck's just one aspect,
Right.
but there's other angles I've got. But I do have to ask you,
Sure.
who told you what I am?
My you'd probably call him a mentor. We'll call him a mala teacher, someone showing us the ropes, looking out for us. Ish. You've probably seen her at the bar talking to Horace.
The redhead,
Yep.
she seems to know a lot of people. I don't know how she found out what I am.
I only heard the words mage. I don't
Eh,
know how accurate that is, but
we don't like
uh,
that word.
but
We call ourselves the awakened. And
Okay.
what awakened means, it's a whole nother thing. Different people have different views of that. For me, it's, I'm awakened to what reality really is.
Hmm.
The mask that hides everything, that, it's like there's a mask over everybody, blinders that keeps you not aware of real reality. But if you're awakened to what reality really is, you can get a peek behind that once in a while and see the realness, what really happens. And it's in those moments you can do things, you can change things, you can enact your will on what reality really is. It's a pinpricking of time in a way to look at it.
Hmm.
You focus things down. Time is, I know you've heard, time is relative. It's from the
Sure.
perspective, from, this perspective you're in, we're observing the time, but in certain moments, you can stretch it out. Gordon Lightfoot, his song cuts it pretty close. Where does the love of God go when the waves turn the minutes to hours? That's from his Edmund Fitzgerald song. But if you've been on a lake, you've been in that before. When the storms come in and a minute feels like an hour,
I can imagine.
10 minutes, that's like a day, to where everything focuses to the point where you can almost feel time slow, or you've hit that point where your brain can perceive time as its own thing and you're outside of the reality you thought you knew. And it's there you can exert your will and affect things around you. It's a state of being that's hard to reach. Some use drugs.
Huh.
Some say you can do it through sex.
Hmm.
I don't know about all that. I don't know. I've seen some women seem to think they hit that moment. I don't know. But for me, it's that risk. It's that danger. It's when you're in that situation where at any moment you could be dead, going to die. The weather's come in, the storms come in, the ship's going to capsize. It's in those few moments where you have a minute to live before all hell breaks loose and everything focuses down, and that minute stretches in an hour. And what you can accomplish in that time is enough to solve the problem, to fix it, to change your reality, man.
So it's sort of a perception is reality thing. Sort of.
It is. But it's opening the eyes to it. Now, see, you're different than most. You're a vampire. Look, I know what you are. I know what Horus is. There's a reason I hang out there, because I'll be fair. My powers don't like when I do things in front of people that aren't in some way touched, by outside of reality itself, outside of the perceived reality, what they think reality is. So werewolves don't bother me. I don't know if you've met any of those before. I think they call themselves lupines. They motherfucking werewolves. Call yourself what you want. I know you call yourselves kindred. You're motherfucking vampires. We call ourselves awakened. I get it. We're motherfucking mages. It's fine. I understand that. But when I do it around mortals, they try to force reality to do their consensus, their view of things. And around you, it's a little easier. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, perception and time. And he picks up a barbell,
Yeah.
and he stands right next to you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he throws the barbell. And when he throws the barbell, it sails and then slows way down, and it's just creeping.
Hmm.
And you can see the clock on the wall. The second hand is barely moving.
Mm-hmm.
See, right now, we're in this time right here. The minute out there can be an hour in here. We're in that focus. We're in that time, you see? Everyone out there if they looked at us, they wouldn't see us because, well, we're still here, but we're going so slow that unless we stood still the whole time, they wouldn't see us. But it also means you could go over and catch that barbell before it hits the ground. To anyone watching the barbell, they'd seen it thrown, they'd see you standing here, and then the next second they'd see you standing at the other end of it, catching the barbell. You didn't go any faster. You went your speed. They went slower than us.
And that conflict you mentioned, so if there was like a regular human right there watching it, and they saw me suddenly appear, their brain goes, yeah, that's not possible.
Exactly. And they would try to, because they can't see beyond their reality.
Right.
Their
They have
brain
to
would be
see
like,
me going from point A to point
Right.
B for it to make
how
sense.
did you do that? That's not possible. And they would fight against it. And sometimes it would make it harder for me to do it. You know, I have to push against their will. Other times, reality has a way of getting revenge. And reality would be like, would punish me for daring to warp things in front of them. It's easier with your kind. It's easier with other supernaturals. It's really easy among my kind. But mortals, it's touch and go. It's dangerous. That's why I like the Fight Club. It's why I like hanging out at the cave. Most of the cave is not mortal.
Right. Right.
Even Fred, I wouldn't call mortal anymore.
No.
He's ghouled up. Marine, ghouled up. You know, we get a couple of the guys there. They're mortal, but they've seen so much weird shit at the cave that one more weird thing, you know?
Right.
Sven, one hand and slamming somebody through a table. They don't question that. It's just one more weird thing they've seen in the place.
So I will say, I'm happy I did get to surprise Maureen at the Fight Club. She said she'd never seen you kick before.
Yeah, I don't like to kick normally. It's not
My
fair
ribs
when you
didn't
got
like it
these
either.
big fucking tree legs, you know, these damn tree stumps I'm walking around on.
Right.
I don't like to kick as much. I've done some Muay Thai, done some kickboxing. I'm trained in it, but it's a little harder not to really hurt somebody when you kick them.
Mhm.
It's harder to pull your kicks. It's way too easy to break a rib, break a kneecap. And part of why I've trained like I do is I don't want to injure more than I have to. I know people say I play the one punch game and I'm all into hurting. It's not about hurting people. I'm just, you know, I don't want to do more damage than
No.
I have to. You know,
I mean-
it's kind of an important thing with that. It's funny though, you know, and he lets go of your shoulder and then time starts to flow normal again.
Mhm.
It's like a little ripples like that. Do you know there was a lady that used to be in Chicago a number of years ago. She moved, but I only know of her because I could feel the ripple around where she was. She'd set up in a building, and that building, time just warped around the whole building. You could feel it. I could feel it. I could sense that it was not normal. The flow of time it wasn't constant. It was like, the only way to describe it, it was like time was where somebody threw a rock in the water, so it rippled all the time, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, and it just rippled where she was. She moved, thank God, but I think they called her the madam or some shit, but that building, wherever she was, that building just did weird shit. Me and my friends used to look at it, and none of us wanted to go in there because it was so weird. We knew whatever was in there, we didn't want to be part of that shit.
How did that impact, like, the people, like regulars?
That's the weird part. Some people were fine. Some people didn't bother at all. Other people, like, you look inside it because, I mean, we studied it a while, and it was a hotel. People would use the hotel. And then other times you'd see somebody walk in it, and everybody in the lobby would, as one, turn and just watch the person go in. It just did weird shit to them. Some nights you'd see everybody in there just disappear. Gone. Just 1 second there, blink, gone. And then they'd be back an hour later. They didn't know anything happened to them. Ripples, man. some weird shit. Very
That
odd
reminds,
shit.
that reminds me of something I heard recently. Not the building. Um, that kind of like not like a hive mind thing
Yeah.
you just mentioned. I don't even know if you can. All right. I'll just start at the beginning. I'm not sure how to broach this topic.
Hey, we're just here chatting. I don't
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
talk shop much, man.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, that maybe you can help with some advice on this. So, what you know what a coterie is, right? I mean, you've heard the
Yeah,
word.
yeah. It's
A group of us.
I've learned quite a bit of your terminology from Horace. I mean, you hang out in the cave long enough, and
Sure.
let's be fair, the wolf pack is for being supposedly enforcers. A number of them little shitheads like to run their mouth more than they should,
Oh yes.
and they
And
talk
he has a
about
name.
shit they shouldn't say in public.
Yeah.
And
And then when you call them on it, they're like, "We're in charge." Oh,
yeah,
that's that.
yep,
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
That tracks.
asswipe, fucking sledge, dumber than a box of rocks. Actually, it's insulting to rocks. Fucking Ramrod. We won't go into Ramrod. That motherfucker just all he has is fucking two modes: talking shit and talking about shit he's not supposed to talk about. That's it. That's his only two modes.
That's yeah.
So yeah, I know what a coterie is.
Yeah. So we picked up two of them. Picked up a stalker, some variety. Uh, I, the stuff you were describing kind of matches with what they've told me about her. It sounds. I think she might be one of, not you specifically, but one of yours.
I mean, there's more of them in the city than people know. Now,
Sure.
it's not like I know all of them because look, my group's not into organization shit. You know, as soon as somebody said there's meetings, I'm like, go fuck your meetings.
Yeah.
I don't go to meetings. If I wanted meetings, I would go to AA just to help people out. I don't need, addiction's not my problem. I'm pretty good at avoiding addiction, but there's a number of us in the city. Some more organized than others, you might say.
Sure. So this one, so there was two instances that got. I mean, I'm relaying the second hand, so I'm probably missing a few things. The first instance was we went to look at her, or they went to look at her place of work to see if they get any info on her. Like we don't. She's an unknown, but she seems hell bent on stalking a member of the coterie. She did this thing that they picked up on. Every woman that left the restaurant looked like the lady in our coterie. Your expression says it.
Did any of them realize they look like that?
They didn't. It didn't come up that they mentioned, "Oh, hey, you look different." They just left. Went in and left as they normally would to a restaurant.
Okay, so it's kind of I see what you. It's like it was selectively looking like. So that sounds to me like. Well, there's a couple ways you could do it. The easiest way would be some mind shit to fuck around with people's minds to put a filter.
Yeah.
You might say over reality, a way to make certain things look different. It definitely wouldn't be if everyone didn't notice it, then it wouldn't just everybody.
She mentioned there was kind of like there was something around the building.
A bubble.
It's right. And she picked up on that, but she didn't have any insight into what it was, but it seemed to be specific. And then the effect stopped when the bubble
Before
disappeared.
I talk about the bubble, let's hear your other instance, because that might lead to the first one, because the bubble.
So the second one, which is probably even weirder. Three of the coterie went. They were out. They ran into her a little farther north from here. Actually, probably way farther north, up north side. The first thing she did was she swapped appearances with the girl she was stalking.
Now, I have to ask on this one.
Yeah.
Did she appear to swap appearances, or did she physically swap appearances?
I can only tell you that it stuck around for a few days.
Okay, so it wasn't permanent, but still, that kind of a. Remember, I said reality pushes back. That kind of a change in public. Generally, reality takes a very dim view of.
That's why this thing. That's why what you said was just getting weird with the stories I had heard. Because in addition to that, she started bringing passerbys in. Like they started almost like not flocking, but following her and watching her, and then watching the girl being stalked. And they started like repeating stuff that she was. I think it was saying, but might have been thinking. It was. They're lucky they got out of there quick.
So it's in public. There's a lot of people. We call them sleepers. It's ones that aren't.
Sure.
I mean, it makes sense. If I'm awakened and I can see the real reality, those are the ones who are sleeping and don't know where reality is with it. A bubble around the building, and it was affecting people around her in public. Did it move with her?
Yeah, actually, yes. As she was walking towards them, it kind of moved with her.
See, I talked about there's different kinds that have different views on how things are about reality,
Yeah.
You find a fucking hermetic with a stick up their ass, and they're going to talk about, reality's a formula that you can, write down and everything's exact. And I talk about, blinders, and different ones have different views, but there's a consensus among, weight of belief is important. So if you're in public and you have all these people seeing you do something, we call it vulgar magic, which is things you can't explain. So, my little time slow thing, if I drug somebody else in there with me other than you, their mind would fight that, right? When you have a whole bunch of people, it gets even harder to do it. And reality will try to force you not to do that, or will make you pay for doing it. Now, the problem is some of our kind go a little, I don't want to say insane. It's not really insanity. They lose perspective on reality. And to them, they have their own reality that they subconsciously create.
So
it normally manifests as a bubble. And it forces everything around them in this bubble to conform to that reality.
Okay. Huh.
And it would do a lot like what you're saying, where they would, switching of what they look like. Because if that reality was that this other person wasn't this other person, it would be somebody different.
Huh.
If the reality is you're saying they started thinking what they were thinking, if in this person's mind, this stalker's mind, they're thinking, everyone knows that this person is a bad person, or everyone knows this person's done wrong, it would start to make everyone around them know that person did wrong and to talk about it.
Okay.
Now, normally, reality would not agree with that, would do bad things, but these individuals, because they're skewed perceptions on things, the backlash, we call it paradox, fits with me talking about time and everything, but it's really not paradox. It's not paradox in a time sense. It's reality trying to force back to what it's supposed to be, what it's believed to be. And it normally makes the one doing it pay. But for these twisted individuals that have lost sight of reality, their reality won't let them pay the price.
Because there's no price.
Because their reality is what they're thinking of, right? This is their reality. It's not wrong for them. Normally, other people have to pay the price around them. Most of it gets, I'm surprised none of y'all had problems, because normally the first ones to feel it are other supernaturals. They get really fucking dumped on.
I think it was a close thing for them. I do think they managed to fight it, but
But at a minimum, these people that were around it and caught in that, you're talking psychosis, therapy, amnesia, the emotional outbursts that they can't understand why, residual thoughts still from this individual. Some could manifest physical changes. They could look like people they weren't because of, reality snapping back. It's hard to judge. It's hard to predict what reality is going to do. It's uncertain. It's normally related to what was being done, but it's not one to one,
Yeah.
But the mind part, minds are tricky things. Your kind, if anyone knows, your kind knows. I mean, I know I've seen it, and I've not been around you all that long, where you use your mental abilities on somebody and do it too much, and somebody eventually becomes a zombie, a walking.
Yeah, the brains can't handle it.
Right. They lose everything. They lose all sense of self. They lose everything except for, what you tell them to do. Creativity, that all goes away over time with it.
Yep.
And you're talking, the same thing could be happening to some of these people. It's horrible to do that. And look, consent's important to me and those like me. It's if you force somebody to open your eyes to reality, you're not actually opening their eyes to what reality is. That's forcing it is not going to expand their mind so that they can embrace the true form of everything. And that's what this one was doing. That's not consensual. They were forcing thoughts into people, forcing them to be something they're not in a way that reality doesn't like, man.
Well, yikes. Worse than I thought.
Oh, it's even worse than you think on that, because look, you ever heard, people talk about, well, it was fate that we were there that day, or it was fate that I met this person here.
Yeah.
When you're lose sense of what actual reality is and you're enforcing your own reality, you will bend fate. You will bend chance. I bent chance to make you have trouble hitting me. You hit me, but it glanced off instead of a good hit when it should have. But they'll bend chance to happen to be in the same place you are, or you will, because of, the traffic lights will chance just you hit the traffic lights in a way that suddenly you're at the intersection they're at. Those kinds of, and they'll do it unconsciously over wide areas where they will just play with luck to the point that they run into you in weird places. So some of these people, because of the twisting of even that, some people are going to have a whole bunch of bad luck coming at them because reality's going to want that price.
Or in the case of it's going to get pushed on to someone else.
Yeah.
Or someone else's, like a bunch of other people. So we can't avoid this lady. She's going to get to us probably eventually.
Eventually she'll twist. I mean, circumstances will work in her favor. There's things that can be done to help against that. I can twist luck a little. As you saw, I can do some. I'm fair at it. I'm not as good as some of the others. My big thing is, that moment in time. Hell, Horace won't play chess against me anymore because I played chess with him one night and had an envelope beside me, and he beat me because, Horace is good. But I opened the envelope after and I showed him every move he'd make, every move I'd make, and the fact that he'd win. And he won't play me, first of all. But then he asked me, he said, well, why did you do these moves? You could have beat me. I said, but that's not the way it was playing. I saw how it played out. I couldn't, change it, because if I changed it, well, then it wouldn't play out this way. No matter how it played out, it would have played out like it was written down here, because that's what I saw.
Right. And if to go back to what you said earlier, it's like there could be consequences for doing that too.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done it in some of the other places, but
No. I
the
get it, I
beauty
get it.
of my trick there is Johnny Carson used to do that shit all the time, the fake mentalist predictions, and you
Right.
see him on stage doing that with magic all the time.
Mhm.
And people see me doing that, they think I'm cold reading. You know,
Gosh.
Sven, the master of every trade. But yeah, she'll bend that shit just like that though. You know, man, you got a problem on your hands. I can look. We call them marauders. They're dangerous,
Mhm.
not just because of what they do to those around them, but if I'm near them and they start doing that shit, it's a good chance I'm going to pay the fucking price. Because you know, if the payback can't latch to them very well, you know who it will latch onto? Me.
Another Awakened.
Yeah, so I'll put the word out. Look, my group, we're not very organized. Again, meetings. Nah, fuck your meetings. I don't want to be at your meetings. But I mean, the Hermetics get off on meetings. We can let them know. There's a number out there that put the word out, see if they can keep an eye out for this, because somebody like that can cause. It's more than the stalking problem. It's this
Right.
time, it's some mental damage. But later on, what if karma snaps back and people start exploding in the street, or catching fire, or permanently start looking like somebody different? You want to talk about the trauma
Right.
of just you're not who you were anymore.
Not seeing that face in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean there's just so many things that can go wrong with this. What did y'all do to piss off somebody to get caught in their reality? Because normally you don't get swept up in their reality easy.
No, it's I think there was an assumption that it was just a regular human, and well, we're having a little fun with, as we talked about, some mind powers. Not the the domination type, but more of the hey, look at me type.
I've seen some of that shit before.
Yeah. So, and then I think that might have triggered something in her.
I mean, if they're already at that right at that edge, or maybe just over the edge, that could have fed into disconnect, amplified it. And there's a point of no return with these people where if you get up to the edge, you can go a little over the edge, you're fine. But there comes a point where they get pushed far enough that there's no bringing them back to their reality. They've gone too far to bring them back out of that. And that might have been the catalyst that pushed them.
She, the stalker lady, she started calling her the devil. So there might have been some other pre that upbringing stuff that kind of played into.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen. Oh, it's the devil. You getting visions? That's the devil in you, girl. You getting, you see the future sometimes. That's the devil. I've seen that shit. The devil ain't causing that shit.
No.
A lot of times it's just them getting a peek at, what could be.
A peek behind the curtain, as it were.
Yeah.
I saw the wizard back there.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to look behind the curtain at the wizard,
No.
Though he didn't do shit in that show. Come on. They did
No,
it
no,
themselves.
no.
But I have known a few people who did some ecstasy and watched the movie and had a different view on everything. See?
Oh.
Not my thing. Drugs aren't my method. As I said, my thing is all about, putting myself in danger sometimes to where you have to think about time as slowing down to process through it.
Yeah. Well, narcotics don't even work on me, so.
No, I'm sure there's some we can find that'll work on you.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't, look, I'm not going to, if drugs are what people want to do, let them do it. As long as they, addiction's bad. Drugs are great. Addiction's bad. Just like you see me drinking at horses all the time. I like to pound them down, but addiction's a whole different thing. I've been graced with high tolerance. I can drink a lot,
Mm.
you know, and if I need to, I can tweak things a little bit to make sure it doesn't push me as far, but I hardly ever even have to do that.
Interesting.
You know, most of what I do is, you know, I have a thing about the time, that point, and it all come down to how it was almost a shipwreck, almost went down. And
Yeah.
that was the moment. And I was only like 18 at the time. First job on a ship. Ship was about to go down, and everything just slowed down around me. I realized that in that moment, I had all the time I needed to prevent
Because you decided that this is not your reality.
that. I had all the time. Everything slowed to that point. It's like I have all the time in the world to prevent it from happening right now, this moment, this time. A minute was like an hour. Saved the ship.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I realized, you know, reality's not what people thought it was.
Well.
But greatness is only when you hit that moment, that point. However you got to do it.
Right.
Danger's not for everybody, man.
No.
You know, I wouldn't suggest you go and stare at the sun at dawn to see that minute go to an hour, because that's not a good idea for you.
Yeah, a minute or an hour wouldn't have made much of a difference for me.
You know, I don't think you need to be crispy.
No, I don't need a tan.
But yeah, it's a problem. I tell you what, I like you, Lucas. You're not such a bad guy. You know, even Merlot's not so bad. Kenny, he seems, I mean, I'll be honest, that Kenny guy, he definitely seems salt of the earth. He's, you know, you can see the roots in him of, you know, down home kind of guy, just moved up to the city kind of thing. So I'm going to talk to some people. Like I said, I'm a little bit with luck, but there's some others I can talk to that are a little bit better at it than I am. Maybe they can maybe I can see what they can do to twist things in your favor a little while.
Look, I don't want to put you guys in danger with that necessarily, but
Well, we're going to be in danger anyway. Somebody's going to have to deal with her.
Okay.
Can't have her running around the city.
All right. Do you want to know where she works? At least
Yeah.
right now, Sylvester's steak store.
That place is haunted, man. No, it's actually fucking haunted.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
Great.
actually fucking. I know some people who know some people who know some people, and that place is actually fucking haunted. Dude was gunned down in front of it, and his ghost never fucking left.
Huh.
Matter of fact, they say it was one of Capone's boys who gunned him down.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Back during the, you know.
Yeah. Prohibition.
During Prohibition, yeah.
Yeah.
And the bitch of it all, it wasn't even the right guy. They shot the wrong dude, mistaken identity.
Oh, Capone fucked up. Cool figure.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen his boys come up inside. You know, it's funny how often his boys like to come up inside the cave, and how often, well, they just embarrass themselves.
Huh.
Tripping over chairs, tables, their drinks spilling on them. It's just funny how the weirdest fucking shit seems to happen. Just, they have bad luck in the place.
Yeah, just it's that karma coming back to him.
I know, I don't know why it happens, man. It's just, it seems like they can never catch a break at that place.
But,
Not saying it had anything to do with it. I'm just pointing out.
I ask no questions. I seek no answers.
I'll reach out. I'll get back with you, man, though, if I can get some people to look into it. But in the meantime, look, when I'm not out on the lakes, come by once, twice a week. We're going to start you out with some yoga. Got to get you stretched. Got to get you to body to do positions you're not used to doing. Because that'll help you with your speed and help you with flexibility. And then from there, we'll start working you on, I mean, it's a question of what you want to learn, how you want to learn to fight, really. Kali's good if you like weapons. If you want to be a grappler or kicker, I mean, your height, boxing is decent, but a combination boxing and Muay Thai kickboxing, those kind of things, those will help you out, you know, use what you got to your advantage.
You say that. I don't want to alarm you, but can I show you something?
Sure.
All right. Well, Lucas will actually take a little bit of a step back, and he will pop claws and show him what he uses.
Now, see, didn't know you could do it. I've seen Tyrus do that in the ring.
Mhm.
Those are good. That tells me right there. Can you do it to your feet?
Oh yeah.
So kickboxing, kicking styles would work great, but a grappler is what would work well for you because you want to get in close. Kali's stick fighting, knife fighting, it's not as
Yeah.
good for your hands. It's more of a, something. It's not going to use these. You're going to want something where you get in grapple so that you get your hands close to them so that you can get it in there and cause the real damage.
Get them all
So-
hemmed up and then take them out.
Yeah, get it down on top of them, take them out.
Yeah.
If you're looking locks where you can break arms, pull arms out of sockets, that's not going to use your claws. It'll use your natural strength abilities. But the claws are great for the finishing blow. If you get them locked up, their throat's right there. You can cut from there. I'm not big on murder,
Oh, yeah.
but it
no,
happens. Sometimes, life and death, right?
I'll use fists against humans.
And sometimes you
my
gotta
kind?
defend yourself, and
Right. My kind, all bets are off.
yeah, grappling would work well for you if you can put those on your feet. Kickboxing, anything that uses whole body styles, but weapons are not the key. The key is you are the weapon, so you've got to get something that lets you get in close quickly
Mhm.
and stay close. Because if you can stay on top of them, if they can't get you at arm's length, you're in their guard already.
Right. And if I've got them all hemmed up, they can't really use their speed.
Right. And they can't get away from you.
Right.
And at your size, you have leverage.
See, I'm
you're-
already learning.
Yeah, you're a big dude. Once we get you where you're flexible, the flexibility helps with you being able to strike where they don't expect it. Because a lot of people assume you can't bend certain ways. But if you can, if you're flexible enough that you can stand and kick your leg up over your own shoulder to hit them in the head with a clawed foot,
Ooh. Ooh.
their grapple is going to be a problem.
Yeah. I like, man, I knew you knew how to think about this.
Oh, like I said, I've studied all over the world. I've studied masters all over the place.
Yeah.
One nice thing, I haven't always sailed the lakes. I used to sail the oceans. A little older than you think. I'll just say that. Not as old as your kind, but I'm older than people think. And we used to sail the oceans quite a bit. And that gave me an opportunity in a lot of ports to meet with a lot of people and learn a lot of different fighting styles.
Cool.
So, you know what the biggest lesson I learned was? There's no one best fighting style.
Hmm.
The best fighting style is combining the best parts of each one and using what your opponent doesn't expect. Remember, we go back to the Damien and Tyrus thing. The old dog, how he's going to fight. He's predictable. I don't even have to peek at, what might happen to know how he's going to fight. You look at Damien. Damien's not predictable. He learned fighting on the street the hard way.
Right.
He's fast. He's small. He's got a lot of power for his size, especially because you're kind.
Yeah.
But you don't know what he's going to do in a minute. So he may get in close. He may stand back. He may just gouge your eyes out. You don't know. You want to be able to combine your stuff so that you're adaptable to whatever comes at you.
Or as we talked about, flexible.
Flexible. Not just in body, but up here too.
Mind.
Yep.
Damn.
And I'm willing to work with you. I like you, man. It's
Thank
you. Plus, it's kind of fun. You lost to me in the ring, which is good actually, because your kind will see you lost to Sven, Immortal. But you didn't do too bad. Teach you some shit. You can make some money down there in the pit, or more importantly, make other people lose money.
That's fair. I like that.
It's not about me building money. Sometimes you just want to see some other people lose some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll work with you, man. I don't mind. You're a good guy.
Thanks.
I think I can teach you some shit. I think you'll learn some shit. And hell, I can talk shop with you. You can talk shop with me. Look, I already know about your kind. I know you ain't supposed to talk about it. I know that masquerade shit. I understand. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that come after you.
Oh no, I get
You
it.
know,
We've met one.
yeah, they don't mind that. But you can talk to me about it. What? You think they're going to come after me? Most of your kind don't even know I exist. And the few that do, they understand the futility.
Right.
One of my strengths is seeing, that moment, but knowing what moments are coming next. I don't have to be, I don't need to know what's coming a day away. All I need is a few seconds of time ahead of,
Man.
anything coming my way, and I'll generally be okay.
You stretch out that minute to 5 minutes, say, and you can get how many hits can you
Exactly.
get in? How many hits could you get in with that?
A lot, if
A
I want
lot.
to. Oh, yeah. And even if I don't, I can get out. 1 minute I'm
Right.
there, next minute, as far as you know.
Right.
A minute time. You know how long I can run in that hour?
Right. Yeah, no, I really, I appreciate it. It's the city's a lot, so
Oh, it
it's
is.
been
It's a hard
tough
city
getting my
even
feet.
for normal people,
Right.
So,
Right. Trying to making sure that I can keep mine at least safe. So
that's what's important. You got to protect your own, man. I do the same thing. We get on the ship. That's the crew. You keep the crew,
yeah,
you fuck over the crew. Those are the ones that leave a hatch open when you're not looking,
yeah,
doze off when they're supposed to be watching the wheel, and you run aground because a lot of people don't know just how bad it is out there. There's a lot of places you can run your ship aground out there in the lakes. All they see are these big ass lakes. It's dangerous out there. And there's something lives out there that does like to make people pay, does like to take it out on ships coming through there.
well, I still think I want to take you up on the ship ride one of these days, one of these nights. So
Oh, I mean, it'd be kind of rough on you for some of my tours. It depends. We could go get a load of iron ore though and back.
yeah,
You might just have to stay in the ore bay during the day, but
I've slept in worse.
yeah, it's fun in November though. We'll hit when the gales start coming. We can stand right up there and scream into the wind,
Mm-hmm.
and be ready for it.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Surprise me.
Hey, you don't know until that minute happens where you're like, oh shit, we're about to die. And then you don't. And you realize what you're capable of right then in that moment.
I think that was the best lesson tonight.
No, the best lesson tonight is fuck that bitch and try to avoid her because
Yeah.
I tell you, don't be predictable, but that's not going to help as much. Like I said, I'm going to talk to some people, man. I might be able to get some help on that. But I thank you for letting me know about her because that's a problem. That's not good for anybody in the city.
Yeah, and thanks, because I don't even think it's a problem we can handle if we need to.
I mean, you can get as lucky as you want, but when a dump truck hits you, luck don't save you then. And the lesser reality is dump trucks don't hit me. Got a better chance of doing that.
Note
You
to
can
self.
believe that building's not going to fall on you, but that don't mean it's not going to. You'll find out when it does. And at that point, your belief don't mean shit anymore, does it?
All right. Note to self: steal dump truck.
Dump trucks work. Anything big. Do you think you can convince her to walk under a piano?
I think if she were walking to someone who she was stalking, sure.
I mean, I doubt her reality involves a piano not falling on her. Hey, I'm trying to help you out with the bright side.
No,
man.
no.
I'm
I mean,
generally
what if
an
she?
optimist,
God, what if she's? I don't know. What if she believes in cartoon pianos? Like, what if it's like Wile E. Coyote
Well,
type
then what
shit?
you need to do is you need to get her near a mountain and you need to paint the black tunnel on the mountain. because she'll walk through it. She'll enforce her reality. But then you just collapse the mountain on her and just leave her in there.
That's fair. Okay.
Fuck her.
These are crazy ideas, but I like them.
I mean, they won't work, but they're fun at least.
Fun to think about.
Explosives work. Please don't use explosives. Too many people get killed in the process, but they
Mhm.
work. Fire works pretty well in just about everything I've learned.
Oh, bullets. Bullets, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, as long as they don't, for one like this, it's all about their perceived reality. Unless she thinks she's bulletproof, which, let's be fair, not many people do. Bullets will do a pretty damn good job.
All right. So I got some options at least.
Yeah, it's
She
all
finds
about
us.
recognizing what she thinks her reality is and using that against her. She has a recognized reality that, yes, she's going to try to enforce around her. But if it's outside of what she thinks her reality is, and it's not covered by what she thinks it should be, you skate right past.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yep.
Explains how they were able to get away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. So use it, man. Use it to your advantage.
They have
And
to.
eventually we'll get her taken care of. You'll find they're slippery shit with avoiding us when they don't want to be caught, because that slips right into their reality of, I can't be caught by everybody else.
Well, geez, I'd hate this. I'd hate to put the idea in your head to use us as bait, but you might want to use us as bait.
I mean,
especially if you're looking
only
around.
if you agree to it. I wouldn't do that,
Consents again.
Yeah, consent's important to me, and not everybody. Look, there's some shit bags,
Oh yeah.
even amongst us. But I, in particular, the group I'm with, we don't. Consent's important in everything, very
Yeah.
important. So, but we'll see what we can do to help you out.
Good. Thank you.
Yep. And I don't go back out to the lakes for another 2 weeks. So,
Sure.
what do you say? Wednesday, come back by here.
Be here.
Okay. Just don't worry. They know your car now. I don't need to mark you the second time. Just park out front. You'll be fine.
Cool.
Yep.
Do some stretching. Give me some things I can do work on my own time.
Yep.
Too.
If you don't have gym, look, when it comes down to it, there's a lot of things you can use other than the gym. There's a lot of things handy to work on stretching, to work on, pushing the muscles certain directions to get you used to loosen it up, limber it up. So we take care of that.
Well, throw it out there. I mean, Simon's a dancer. He knows how to limber up.
Let's see, there's another one. I mean, I've seen some great fighters that were did ballet and shit.
Yeah.
Because of the flexibility it gave them.
Football players, that's a popular learning. For the flexibility and the
Yep.
So
Yep, we'll take care of that. I'm gonna go and put the word out to people. And
thanks.
Yep, good talk though, man.
Yeah, you too. I mean,
Yeah.
offers hand. Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll see you in the cave. If
I
I'm
can't
not
stay
out
away.
on the lake, if I'm
That's
not here,
my-
I'm at the cave.
It's I lucked out finding that place when I got to the city. So
You did. That Chorus is a good guy. I mean, he's a little weird. He's a little obsessed with betting, but he's a good guy. As long as you deal with his betting, right?
yeah, exactly. I
Yep,
made him a
that's
little
all.
money. He's probably happy with me. So.
And don't bring an envelope with his chess moves already written down.
I will not.
I know it was ballsy of me, but I just wanted to tweak his nose.
Cool.
So,
Oh,
okay, man. I'll
Thank you,
talk to
man.
you. Let me lock up behind you. I got to go anyway.
Sure,
Like I said,
sure.
I got to let people know about this crazy bitch running around the city. It's
name's
Marauder, as we
Amber.
call him.
Amber.
Amber, Marauder, same thing.
Sure.
Yep. And he
Cool.
takes you to the door.
Mhm.
And then after he locks it, he just walks down the street. You can tell he knows this neighborhood. This is his place.
Mm-hmm.
And as Lucas sets off, I think right here we'll end this intermission. Thank you to Lucas. And thank you to Margot for the other intermission. And of course, thank you to Mama McStabber and Mirror Weird, reprising both Colette and Evangeline and Simon for that one. So take it out, Shanky, to the end of the intro. Thank you for coming out to see the For Dust We Are intermissions. please join us on our Discord. The cast of this show and all of our shows come directly from the Discord. Plus, we do non-streamed Zoom hangouts. It is a chance just to get to know the community and hang out and just talk about games, life, whatever. If you'd like to see our back episodes, pop over to our YouTube channel. While you're there, give us a subscribe, like the videos, comment on the videos. All of that helps drive us up in the search ratings. If you would like to get some studio merch, go to our merch store. Just make sure you sign in because apparently only adults are allowed to swear or see swear words on the internet. So you have to be signed in to get access to that. If you'd like to see some of our friends, these are other content creators that we watch stream constantly, and they're good people. They stream with us sometimes. So please give them a check out. If you'd like to support the players you saw tonight, you can pop over to our Boots of Donations. They go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to give to the players. If you'd like to give to the studio, pop over to our KoFi or go to our YouTube channel, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit notification icon. That drives us up in the search ratings. It costs you nothing but a few minutes of your time, and it helps drive us up in the search ratings, which means we'll make a few more pennies of revenue, and more importantly, more people will be exposed to our content, which means more people will join us on the channel. For our schedule, if you'd like to know what our schedule is and you're watching this on Twitch, look down at our panels below. You can see where the schedule is. We have a schedule posted there. Or if you're on our Discord, we announce them all the time. But the general schedule is Wednesdays are WOD Wednesdays. Then we have Fridays for Dust We Are. Saturdays is either Call of Cthulhu or Hidden City. So go ahead and check those out. And Mama's not here. I'm going to do her portion real fast. Please get your damn shots. Make sure you're getting your vaccinations. Make sure you are registered to vote. Voter roll purges are going on constantly. That doesn't matter if it's an election year or not. So make sure your registration is still good. And make sure when you're voting against fascism, because there's a rise of fascism, not just in the U.S., but in other countries as well. And unless we're fighting back, we won't be able to stop it. It's too late. At a certain point, you just got to fight it as you can, okay? And as always, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take your mental health seriously. Take the mental health of others seriously. Check it on your neighbors. Check it on loved ones. Check it on friends. Just reach out. Say, hey, you okay? Everything all right? And look, if you suffer from mental health issues, like many of us do, myself included, please reach out to your support network. And if you don't feel you can, because I know a lot of people don't feel they can, then what you need to do is look in chat right now. There's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be someone on the other end of the line to help you out. And if you're in crisis or you're watching this on YouTube or you need support when you're not around Twitch, go to findahelpline.com, put in your country of origin, and you will find support lines for your country. Because listen, mental health is health. And while it's okay to not be okay, it doesn't mean we don't want you to get better. So please take care of that, okay? And I mean it. For everybody else, we will see you next time for season start for Dust We Are. Good night, everybody.